Oh, hello there. I'm back. It's been a while. So, yeah, as I said, it's been a while. I don't know, haven't been motivated to speak. Here I am from a new venue, same venue actually, different location. It's the OMB office in all its glory. Maybe I'll give you a tour, maybe not. Um, at least spring is here. Spring is kind of here. What I mean by that, though, is that it's Philadelphia, which means today it was like 80 and gorgeous, but tomorrow it'll be 35 and possibly flurries. That's where we're at right now, but that's okay. I'll take it. A bird in hand. It was a gorgeous day. I felt inspired to come talk to my many, many few loyal fans. I hope everybody's well. It's tough out there right now. You know what I was thinking about today? Here's what I'm here to share with you today. Some light stuff. I've got my Flyers shirt on. I'm praying that maybe, maybe there's an outside chance that they'll squeak into the playoffs. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I just want one series of playoffs from my hockey team, please. So I'm watching that closely. And I was thinking about, I also watched the Phils today. By the way, for those of you who might be watching, all five of you that aren't Phils fans, you're probably going to be disinterested in this episode. But I was thinking today about my all-time favorite sports characters from each team. So my Mount Rushmore, not of the best players, but just of like the best personalities, the best characters from each team. So here's what I came up with, and I actually had the pleasure of meeting a few of these guys. I think maybe 3 out of 4. But my first is uh, for the Phils. It's got to be Crucky, John Kruk. I mean, he's just. If you watch the Phils game now, so now for those of you who don't know, I don't know, but he's now the announcer for the Phils games and on television, and he's just gold. I mean, if you know, you know. He is just the best color man. I can't even. I'd be here all night going through some of his best sayings and he was just unbelievable. So, and also as a player, like I loved him as a player. He was just so like out of shape, but he was great. And you know, the, speaking of great quotes, I'll never forget the one where someone asked him about being an athlete, and he was like, it's a woman reporter or something. He's like, "Lady, I'm not an athlete. I'm a baseball player." As he was probably like chewing and spitting. Kruk, he's up there. Sixers, Sixers. It's got to be Sir Charles. The round mound of rebound. He's the best. He's my man. I got to meet him quite a few times. He used to come into the studio, and oh my God, he was great. He would one time he yelled at us for not getting a picture with him. I always tried to be professional. I was like, I'm not gonna ask him for a picture. And he's walking out. He's like, "Doesn't anybody like me anymore?" He's like, doesn't anybody want a picture with me?" And he like yelled at us. And then sometimes he would come in. And he was feeling pretty good, and he would no entourage. He came in by himself. He would just come like hopping up the stairs and chat with us. He was just he's as cool as you think he is. And if you watch him, oh wait, my favorite Chuck story. I got to tell this. Um, you might have heard it. He said it on air, but he came in one night. He was feeling pretty good, and after talking to me about how much he loves Kenny Rogers, like I don't know if Kenny Rogers had just died or I don't know. No, actually, I don't know. Kenny Rogers came up and he's like, "I love Kenny, man. Kenny's the man." So he loves Kenny Rogers. That's a thing. But so he went in to be interviewed, and he's in the studio in the control room, and the interviewer asked him, they're like, "Charles, I hear you're a Republican. What's how are you a Republican? What's that's all about?" He's like, "Oh man, my grandmom asked me that all the time." He's like, "My grandma said, 'Charles, you're a Republican? How can you be a Republican? They're just for the rich.'" And I looked at her and I said, "Grandma, I'm rich." And oh my God, the interviewer was cracking up laughing. I was dying laughing. I mean, he's just, again, he's gold. He's just a real guy, says it like it is. Love Charles. So he's on my Mount Rushmore. I would say Birds. I got to go with Kelsey. I mean, I know everybody's like overdosed on Kelsey right now. They're like, he's everywhere. He's got shows. He's got. So what? You know what? He's making hay. He's striking while the iron's hot. I make all the money you want. Kels, go for it. You know, you're the best. He's a regular guy. He's still down at the OD doing shots. I truly believe that if I ran into him in a bar, we would just hang out and he would just be, regular guy, cool as can be. I want to invite him to play beer league with us. I know he's a hockey. Kelsey, I know you're a hockey player. If anybody out there, send this to him. Or if you know him, get this to him. Come play beer league with us at WIS. You'd be unbelievable in the spring league. You would be perfect. But even a Sunday fun day, come out. You'll fit right in. Trust me, we'll hang. So Kelsey, the speech in the Mummers outfit. I mean, come on, he's the best. You're still the best, Kelsey. Flyers, I got to go with Jonesy. Keith Jones, who's now the president of the team, which is awesome. Also got to meet him quite a few times. He used to come in the studio. Again, just like a regular guy, and he's so funny. Like if you ever listen to him on WIP, he was great. He's so dry. He's got great one-liners. Everybody in the NHL who's ever played with him, I think, Flyers, Avalanche, wherever he went, they would, tell stories about just how funny he was in the locker room. And I could tell from meeting him. And he was just, so one time, speaking of spring league, my beer league, I asked him, I wrote a script for him. I was like, hey, would you, read this on camera? It's like a fake scouting report for the upcoming season of my spring league. Yeah, sure. So he did that. Maybe I'll play you a clip from it at the end here. Just great guy and hilarious. I also read his book. It took me like 2 hours to read on the beach. Highly recommend it. He's a funny dude. So that's my Mount Rushmore of Philly sports team best characters. I'm not sure what else to talk about tonight. I don't want to get into politics. I always tell you, not going to get into politics, but it's nutso right now. The world is nuts. I'll leave you with this. We won't get into politics, but here's a barometer for where we're at right now. I'll just say that Kid Rock is one call away from the man with the nuclear codes. They're besties, apparently. Kid effing Rock. That guy. Besties. Yeah. Need I say more? For real? That's where we're at. OMB out.